Good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are ready for your English Inter-House Senior Wing debate. I welcome all the participants of houses J.C. Bose House, APJ Kalam House, Vivekanand House, and Tagore House. Let it begin. Let you all rock. Put your points forth. Maintain the rules. You all are aware of the rules. Each speaker will be getting 2 minutes to speak. Each interjector can ask three questions, and you cannot ask a question to a same person again and again. Rotate your questions. There's a special jury award for best interjector. So may the best team win. All the best. From now forth, we will be going in alphabetical order. First, Bose House will be speaking, then Kalam, all right, then Tagore, and then Vivekanand. Speakers, and then followed by interjectors. Introduce yourself when you start speaking. All the best, children. On this note, I would like to invite J.C. Bose House to start the debate and initiate it on the topic whether we need skills or a degree to be successful in life.
Good morning, one and all present here. Today, I, Kritika, stand before you all, my worthy opponents and teachers, to accentuate why degree is more important than skills in life for success. A degree is an authenticate certificate uh, which is given to you by an educational institute, higher educational institute, when you complete a course and when you get masters in something. It is a certificate which justifies that you have got all the skills and you have acquired all the complete knowledge to do a job. Um, to do a job, and you have complete knowledge about it and you are completely eligible for it. So a degree makes a person more confident, wise and humble, which is not possible without it. And so a person and according to a study, it we get to know that a person with a degree is likely to get more jobs and more job opportunities than a person without any degree. And in and I would like to conclude that a person with a degree has a way, a path to lead a joyous and a successful life.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Kritika. Over to over to Srishti now.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Shrishti, and I'm from class 12 Humanities. Today, here I am to represent my house, JC Bose, and to speak upon the topic Degree for Success. We collect our degree after years of school and college education. But is degree really important for us? Let's have an example. Suppose you want to build a building and you want to hire a person who will be a great help for the one. And now you have an option between a civil engineer and a labor and a skilled labor. Now, tell me, to whom are you likely to choose between the two? Or who is likely to be paid more? The answer is very obvious. Civil engineer will be the one who is more likely to be chosen by people, and he will be the only one who will be likely to be paid more because uh, because he have degree, he is authorized at his work. This proves and this clearly justifies that degree is important. Degree is not just about getting a job. The benefit degree is not just about getting a job, it's also about its benefits. Its benefits is all part of a life. It's intellectual, it's social, artistic, ethnic, and ethical, and a lot more. It has been estimated that college graduates see 57% more job opportunities than those without degree, and also two-thirds of the job opportunities require post-secondary education. According to a bureaucracy of labor statistics, those who don't have a degree or those who don't have diploma earn around $27,000 annually, but those who have diploma, high diploma, earn around $37 per year annually. This clearly says that a degree increase earning potential. There is economic stability with degree. According to the Pew Research Center, only 6% of those who have degree are below poverty line, but those who don't have degree, there are 22% of people who are poverty line without degree. Thus, experience may teach you that doing the way does not work, but education gives you the theoretical knowledge and analytical skills to show what it does work. To conclude, I will just like to say degree is important for everyone and everyone should have it. It is knowledge never get wasted and it is gonna be utilized in your life at once at least. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bose House. May we have the interjectors asking the question? We have two participants who have raised the question. One by one, please. Anushka, you may go first.
First, the interjector of Kalam would like to ask a question from Kritika first. So, as you said that people with degree is more likely to get job opportunities than the person without it. So, according to a recent article from Times of India, 2.22 lakh engineers and 255 PhD holders applied for the 368 vacant PN posts in UP. So now also you will not say that we are facing a serious skill development crunch in the entire education process.
See, Anushka, I would like to say that it is not because that there is a different like it is not because of skill or just degree. It is because that there is a high like there is more job applications than there is vacancy, so it has nothing to do with degree or skill.
I think you haven't heard my question properly. It's 2.22 lakh engineers and PhD holder which are doing the peon, which are applying on the peon post. Engineers and PhD holders.
Yeah, it may be because there is no job vacancy for those, like there are more graduates in that degree than there are jobs. Why would they like to waste their degree on a job which they are not eligible for?
Okay, thank you, Anushka. Moving on to Ankur.
Ma'am, I have a question to Srishti that she had talked about that below it, that only a small 8% of the degree holders are below poverty line. So don't you believe that more than 30% of the graduates are unemployed and more than 55% of them are underemployed? So how does degree support them there? Because below poverty line doesn't really impact them if they can't have a job without, even after spending much of their time in graduating.
If I talk about underemployment, then of course, if they are underemployed, then they are going to be below poverty line. But when they are employed and when they are employed at a particular authorized place, then they are likely to earn more than a skilled person is likely to earn. And they are not wasting their time by getting a degree. Their degree will be utilized, can be utilized at anywhere. It's just that how the way you see things and how the way you utilize things.
But also, you had it's also these colleges like the universities and institutions. They also recognize the importance of skills because the white collar job employers, they look for more skills than degrees, because when they conduct interviews, they don't ask for your degrees, but they ask for your lateral thinking and out of your box thinking. So even they are applying, understanding the value of skills. So how does degree import there?
If I say that degree is important, then I will like to also add up that not just degree is important, not just skill is important, degree is also important with it. What degree does is that it helps in improving your skills. When you are going to have your degree, you are going to learn a lot of skills in it as well. So it doesn't mean that if a person have a degree, that person don't have skill, he is there with zero skills. But there are chances that the one who have skill don't have degree. And you tell me to whom you will like to go for, the one with degree and skills both, or the one with just degree. So
Both degree and skills.
there is
But
chance of it.
also for a question which I have to apply that, then what's the difference between a degree holder who uh, then what's the difference between an employer who is the CEO of a company and his employees who have 2 degrees? So what's the difference between them? One is based upon his skills and one is based upon his degrees. So clearly the skill one is more likely prevailing.
So the one who is a CEO in a company, maybe he has better personality. His personality is developed in a better manner than all the colleagues of his, and also he might be having more experience than other colleagues of his office.
But personality development depends upon your skill only. Like how can you
Personal,
absorb from an environment?
yes, it depends on how you observe things from your environment, but it also depends on how you consider things. I mean to say that if you have just skill, but you don't know how to show it, how people will get to know about that you are skillful in something.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, both house and interjectors. It was quite an enlightening round. Moving on, I would like to invite Kalam House to take the lead. Kalam House, Devansh, would you like to
Ma'am,
go first?
should we proceed alphabetically?
It's okay. You may please proceed.
Today I'm here to represent my views on degree and skill. Degree and skill are two sides of the same coin. Degree is a qualification awarded to students upon successful completion of a course, whereas skill is an ability to do something well. So the question now arises, which of the two is more important? We collect our degrees after years of schooling and studying, but alarm rings when we are faced with the situation of the world and we find ourselves jobless because the system focuses on an instructor based approach and rote learning. The curriculum we are taught has no practical substructure, rather, it is just a rigid text based knowledge. In today's time, degree is nothing more than just a piece of paper. This is why most of the jobs interview you to know your skill. It was not more than some years ago that if you did not hold the sheepskin, you would not get indoors. But times have changed. The advancing technology and competition makes your college learning outdated in a year or two. But certainly, the skills of critical thinking, communication, and leadership never go out of date. Futurists such as Mike Colagrossi suggest that in future we will acquire skills rather than degrees. And increasingly, there are more and more renowned companies that no longer require a college degree for work. These even include powerhouses like Apple and Google. Even while one is sifting through resumes or LinkedIn profiles, people pick up qualities that don't necessarily come from a degree. Let's take it with an example. Our former Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh, a well learned economist, could not make it to practical life. Why? Because of the lack of skill. But Mr. Narendra Modi, with no formal degree, is running our country since 2014 with nothing but commendable skills. Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates are not the top graduates, but certainly are enough skillful people to achieve heights of success. When skills come with degree, they work the best, but there is no doubt that degree without skill is a mere curse. An individual who develops the technical and soft skills needed to work in jobs through non conventional knowledge is required because bookworms can't really achieve things in practical life, so skilled people are the dire need of the hour. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anushka. We move on to Devansh next, and then the interjectors can ask the questions.
Okay, so Kalam House would speak against the topic, that is, degree is more important, and they would argue that skill is more important. So let us first think that should we teach ourselves to be weak and dependent on others for important aspects of our life? Because if we look forward to having a degree and looking for things that are present outside ourselves, for example, jobs and high salaries, then it is easy for us to be defeated because everyone is looking for that in this time. If we try, then it is not guaranteed. And even if it is guaranteed for one person, certainly some persons would be left suffering because they did not acquire what they had desired from their degree. The weakness is that though everything is changing, but we try to look forward to something that itself is changing. For example, money and power. If we try to have a degree and have money, then we have to accommodate with the new times, and even after we acquire it, we have to lose it because the time would change. So it is not necessary for us to go after these things, and we should look for something more permanent and more valuable. Now, skill is not measurable in these aspects of life, and even the success that we acquire without skill and with degree is not noticed by anyone after some time, because everyone is acquired with their own selves. And if we think that we can influence others, then we would live an untrue life because no one will notice us for all their lives. If we focus on ourselves and try to develop our skills, then whatever be our skills, if we do it with devotion, we would feel that we are skillful, because we cannot do it beyond that, and that is our capability. Till that extent, if we acquire our skills and believe that they are success, then no matter what the surroundings are, we can be happy and we can feel successful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, children. I guess we should take up the interjector round. This, I would like to call upon the interjectors to please put their questions forth. Tushar?
Ma'am, I have a question for Anushka Pawar of Kalam House, that if there is a job vacancy for a medical professional in a deputed and certified hospital, and if only a male skilled person wanted to apply for the job, and the other persons competing for the same job have the certificates and degrees like MBBS and MD, then who is most likely to get the job, and who is most likely to stay unemployed?
You know that increasingly there are jobs increasing for the people who are skilled. You might have heard there is a term which is coming more into this trend, you can say, new collar worker. A new collar worker is an individual who develops technical and soft skills which are needed to work in the contemporary technology industry through their unique and creative ways. So you don't always need a degree. Like I said, the powerhouses like Apple and Google are increasingly focusing on people who are skilled rather than focusing on people who just have their degree. And yes,
Excuse
if you
me.
have the
Sorry,
yes,
I have asked for a medical professional. I have asked for a medical professional. Sorry. You were.
excuse me, I can't hear you.
I have
Should
asked
I
for a medical
answer then?
professional.
For a
Medical professional.
okay, for a medical profession, there is no doubt that you need degree, but I'm not saying that degree is a complete waste, but if you have the degree without the skill, that is of no use. You must have the skill in any profession you are into. Skill is something that is needed. And be it a medical profession, a skill is something that can never go out of date. A person who is in a particular profession can have the skill to like be in like skill for other things even. It's not that you just have the degree and you don't have the right skill. It's all about that. And if you have the right skill, you'll certainly be noticed. Like I don't remember what was I guess Ranu Mandal, who came into this light because of her skill. She was not the one who had learned the notes and the right concepts of music, but you know that
Sorry,
if you just have a
I-
degree and you don't have a skill, that is of no use. If you are into a medical profession and someday you get a case that you never read in a book, then how will you deal with those things?
Sorry, Anushka.
Thank you.
If we go on a.
With you, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Ma'am, I need to.
Thank you so much, Tushar. I would request Yashi to put her question forth.
Ma'am, my question is from same Anushka Pawar from Kalam House. I respect her saying that skill is more important than a degree. So my question is that if a person is skilled with the surgery tools but couldn't execute the operation, so because he doesn't have the degree, so how the skills are more important?
I understand that in medical, you certainly you need a degree, but I'm saying, for example, you are just focusing more on the knowledge that you have acquired by reading books, and someday you come across a case where you don't, where you can't apply the knowledge that you have learned from books, and you have to use your own like unique knowledge, and you have to apply something that you have not learned from books. Then in that case, what you need is what we call skill. I have come across a chapter in 11th standard only. It's named The Birth, and probably you'll also read it, and you'll find it there that there was a doctor um, who had to carry out an operation, and he did not learn that thing in his entire career, but based on his skill and his like creative knowledge, he carried out the operation successfully. So that is where you bring the skill into work. It's not about it's not the play of the knowledge that you have acquired. You have to be creative. You have to bring the things that you learn from different arenas, different areas into play.
Thank you so much, interjectors. Devansh, you wanted to add something here?
Yes, the ex.
I would like to invite Tagore House to take the lead of the speakers.
So good morning, everyone. A college degree is not a sign that one is a finished product, but an indication a person is prepared for life. With this quote, I am Anasvi Singh of Tagore House would like to give a splendid start to the debate competition with my teammates Yashi and Yamini, and we stand firmly favoring the proposition. In today's world of competition, where people are just focusing on money power and a successful life, an ordinary person without any degree or even a skill cannot survive and can't even beat the competition. It is a better option to earn a living and be successful. Like if we take example of former Pepsi CEO, chairman, and CEO Indra Nui, who received a degree in Master of Public and Private Management from the university's Yale School of Management in 1980, was presented with honorary Doctor of Human Letters. She has also appeared frequently on the Forbes and Fortune rankings of the world's most powerful women. According to her, the degree from a university has played a significant role in her.
Manasvi, please be a bit louder, my dear.
It proves that even if a person is really skilled, then also he or she needs an authentication of being so, and it's the degree which provides that authenticity and ignites the confidence of others to rely and believe on their skills. Increasingly, we hear this mantra: skills, not degrees. It's not the skills at the exclusion of degrees. It's just expanding our perspective to go beyond degrees. So, what the opposition is saying is the right set of skills should be our primary focus. Yes, but how do we demonstrate to the world that we possess specific skills and are capable of working and managing tasks?
Thank you so much. We move on to the next candidate of Tagore House.
Contemporary advancement has reached its zenith today. We've traveled a long distance from fans to air conditioners, and we might expect suits that would keep our body temperature maintained. Greetings to all. Today I favor the motion that degree is better option to be successful in life. Machines are replacing man, robots are ready to take the world. And here we talk about skills. Holding a degree in hand might turn into mirrors and windows. A college degree holds a multitude list of benefits and roles to play, such as increased access to job opportunities, preparation for a specialized career, economic stability, personal growth, and improved self-esteem, and the list goes on and on. Degrees and universities give you a distinct edge when it comes to be hired for a new job. It is depicted in the US Census Bureau study, which found out that university educated person is about as twice as much over a lifetime as compared to one without it. Even according to UNESCO, each additional year of degree course increases the individual's learning by 10%, ultimately raising the GDP as well as the per capita income. My knowledgeable opponents, the skills valuable today might turn out to be obsolete tomorrow, thus leaving the individual a complete mess, unemployed, and an unresourceful person. When my opponents talk about merely just earning a living, I talk about leading a life. When they just negotiate about having a better pay, I articulate about becoming literate and ultimately eradicating the roots of poverty, that is illiteracy. So let me ask you this. How many of you have actually not started planning to get into the best of the institutions for your further education? Outcome of academic education is social competence, cognitive development, expressive language, and my knowledgeable allies are looking forward to fulfill these with skilled craftsmen and technicians. Can skill ever be a substitute for degree? Will it ever promote holistic development? Skills and crafts should only be seen as a frosting on the cake and not the cake itself.
Thank you so much, Yamini. Thank you so much, Yamini. With this, I would like to invite the interjectors, Anushka Dhas.
Manasvi, that as you said that people with skills can't survive, but there are increase in number of unemployed degree holders. So don't you think this is a reason that because of the Indian system, which only focuses on the institution-based approach and rote learning?
I think that the government is lagging in providing jobs for degree holders, basically. So it's not about the degree holders. The government is lagging in that case. So the degree holders, actually, degree is provided to those persons who are skilled in something, and the skills are to be presented to the world with the help of degrees. So degrees are important to be successful and to like get jobs, as you said.
But I think the curriculum is designated not to make students skilled, but just to produce a pool of graduates. Don't you agree with this?
If you are having a degree, then obviously you are skilled in something. Then only you can have a degree. So if the person is a degree holder, then he must have like he must be skilled in something or some like in any of these subjects. So that is where the government is focusing on graduates.
See, you will see many students in the university and institution who take admission and have no aptitude for learning and developing skill. They are just to attain a degree and to have just a dream job.
So these kind of people who actually attain the degree with unlawful tricks or dirty tricks, they are not successful. Yes, I agree. But then this is not a degree. A degree is a special certification that is given to the skilled person.
I think you haven't heard my question properly. I said that there are so many students in the university and institute who take admission and have no appetite for learning and developing skills. They are only there for the degree.
Thank you
if
so
they are
much. Maybe please move on to Ankur now. The question is getting a little elongated.
Ma'am, my question is to Manasvi that she had talked about the authentication of a person who owns a degree, that he is more authenticated to get a job rather than those with the skills. So if you talk about Steve Jobs and he doesn't own a specific degree in the kind of field he is in, so would really one ask the authentication that he is not, that you are a degreeless person, so you should not be here acquiring this position? And also
can you please repeat your
talking about,
question? And actually your voice is breaking.
is it now right? Fine.
Yeah, please repeat your question.
So you have talked about that as ex-chairman of any of a company which you are talking about, that he had owned a degree in public relations. So, but if you talk about Sundar Pichai, then he has a degree in IIT, and of Steve Jobs, then he doesn't even. So my question is to Manasvi that you had talked about ex-chairman of any company, that he had that she had owned a degree in public relations. So, but if you talk about Sundar Pichai, then he owns a degree in some other field, and of Steve Jobs, then he doesn't even own a degree. So, would really one ask their authentication for that you don't deserve this spot or you are wrong here? And if talking about, okay, let's just answer this, then I am my second one.
See, if we talk about Sundar Pichai, so he went to US for further studies, and he also as you know that he has graduated from IIT, and he has done metallurgical engineering in that. But then he has also done MBA from US University. So he has also attained a degree to work in Google, and then he joined Google in 2004. So he has a degree
So, what
for
about
that.
Steve Jobs? What about Steve Jobs?
What?
What about Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple?
See, it is not like always we get a job if we are like CEO of Apple. He has also graduated, like he has also completed a 7 years schooling course, of course. So it's like a degree only.
Okay. Thank you
So,
so much,
ma'am,
the
but
interjectors. Thank you so much, interjectors. Let's move on to the to the next house now, Vivekanand House. I would like to invite you for your speech. So, who is going first?
Me. A very good morning to everyone. I, Lakshmi of Vivekanand House, will speak against motion. degree or skills, which is more important. First, if I talk about skills, there is no field in the world in which you don't need skills. From being a cricketer to being an actor, you need skills. Whether you are a carpenter or you are a manager, you need skills. A skillful person can always be a successful person if he uses his skills in the right way. Secondly, if I talk about a degree, it can be the belief of many people that a degree is all what you need to get ahead in life. But still, those people should think that no matter if you are a degree holder, you still have to pass the interview to get into any company. Mostly all the companies conduct an interview before taking you into a job. What is the purpose of these interviews? The employers, the interviewers test that this person who is holding a degree, does he have any skills as well? Or he has just mucked up the syllabus and got the degree. Secondly, many of us dream about getting a job in Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Apple. But the founders of these companies, do they have a degree? In fact, if I talk about Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, the biggest university in the world, Harvard University, a few years back, gave them an honorary degree. Now they became so brilliant, so excellent that the university is running after them to give them a degree. It's because people like these never ran after a degree. They focused on improving their skills. They ran after brilliance. They ran after excellence. And the result was that the degree was running after them. So I would say that a person who just has a degree but no skills cannot be successful. But a person who has skills and knows how to use his skills in the right way can always be successful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Laksh. Moving on to Harsh, please.
Yes, ma'am. A very good morning to one and all present here. Myself, Harsh Sharma of Vivekanand House, and I take this opportunity to present my views against the motion. That is, skill is more important for success in life. So, degree is the theoretical evaluation of an abstract concept which is virtually not possible. It is the skill that helps the person to grow up both materially and financially. In previous generations, a degree was considered a must if you want to get a high-paying job. However, especially in the current era, things are changing constantly. Machines are taking over many jobs, and the jobs that are left require creativity and a bit of a more human touch. Without a doubt, skills are becoming more and more handy when come for applying for a job. Now, the question arises whether skills and work experience become more important than a degree. So, before we answer that question, let's look at some facts and figures. It takes approximately 1800 hours to complete a bachelor's degree. And do you know what else you can do in that time? You could work 8 hours a day for almost a year, create nearly 3 mobile apps, read the entire 42 works of Shakespeare's almost twice. Wouldn't these things look great on a CV? So with this, I would like to conclude that there is an inherent gap between the number of graduates per year and the associated employment metrics. The majority of graduates are said to be unemployable. This is because even though they have a graduation degree, a number of them do not have the required skill needed in today's ever-evolving job industry to get employed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vivekanand House. We have the interjectors. We would go ahead with Anushka first, followed by Tushar.
So the interjector of Kalam House wants to ask question from Lakshya. First of all, the answer of your question, that what is the purpose for the interview, is that to see how that person showcase and present himself and to see his confidence, which is, I think, which we have made, which college help us to do that. So, and second, yes, I do agree with you that skills are important. But for example, if a person is so skilled and is a very good mechanic, but has no engineering qualification, then he cannot claim himself as an engineer. Moreover, he will not get paid much as he should get according to his ability. So, don't you think that earning a degree will help him to afford economic stability and security for the future?
See, if earning a degree was enough, earning a degree was everything, that then most of the people in our country who have a degree would not be unemployed. The stats will show you that so many people who have degree but still they are unemployed. They are not getting any calls or mails from the employers. Why is it so? You have a degree, straight away come into a job. You are ideal for the job if you have a degree. And like you said in interview, the check your confidence. And why is it needed? Why is it needed to check the confidence? That person has a degree. No, it is enough. It is enough to make it prove that he's ideal for the job. But still, these interviews have a purpose. They check your speaking skills, confidence skills, how that person will handle the situation if you hire him, which a degree cannot teach. What is the purpose of this debate we have in our school? Is it a part of our academic syllabus? Will it help to improve your marks? No. But the school has organized it to develop your speaking skills. I have never come under a teacher who has told me that just mug up the syllabus and write on your sheet, because that's what you need to get marks. You need marks to get a degree, and if you mug up the syllabus, you will get marks. Every teacher has told me that you should understand what you learn in school. You should know how to implement it in the practical life, because that's what will help you in the future. That is the most important thing.
So, as you have said that there is increase in number of unemployed people who are having degree. So let me tell you, India is a developing country. So this is because of the government, and government should take certain steps to bring more and more of opportunities to the people. So this isn't because of the people who are having degree but not skilled.
See, we have a house in our school which is named after Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam had a good degree, but do we remember him for his degree? How many of us remember that APJ Abdul Kalam had this degree? But he chose to be different from others. It was not like, okay, I have a degree, so I can do whatever I want. He focused on his skills, improving his skills, and therefore he reached to the peak of the life, to the peak of the world. That's why we remember him. We don't remember anyone because they have a particular degree. We remember them because they have skills.
So are you comparing the time period of when the APJ Abdul Kalam and today the technology is there? So are you comparing the time period?
There are so many examples. To take the examples of Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg. APJ Abdul Kalam is not the only one. Steve Jobs left his college in the midway saying that a college degree is completely useless for me. And he proved it. Look where he is today.
Thank you, Laksh.
Thank you so much, Anushka. Moving on to Ankur.
No, ma'am, I had to answer a question of Anushka.
Okay, let's move on to Yashi then.
Yes. My question is to Lakshya from Vivekanand House. I just want him to answer that why students are struggling for degrees. They can just improve their skills, and every fourth person can be a scientist or a doctor or technicians.
If you go into MBBS or IIM, just to get that certificate, just to get a tag that you have a degree, then your approach is completely wrong. But if you go there to learn, to develop your skills, you go there because they will teach you something that you don't know, then it may benefit you. But just to get that certificate in a country like India, which is full of corruption, you can get that by wrong means as well. There are many people who illegally get a degree. Is that degree of any use? Will it benefit them? No.
Actually, the students are not foolish enough. They are going without skills. So you can't say that.
So that means you admit no that skills are needed. A person who has no skills but a degree, he is foolish. So admitting no.
But after degree is our first priority.
Okay, then in an interview you go, you say, I just have a degree, but I don't have much skills. Will you hire me? I don't think any company will say, okay, you have a degree. We'll hire you completely on the basis of a degree.
Actually, there are exceptions. They will hire and they can say that you can improve your skills.
I don't think there is any such exception. You go and say that you just have a degree and no skills, and they'll hire you. Especially in the current time, there's most of the companies do skill-based hiring. That's why they keep these interviews. Otherwise, they would straight away give the job on the basis of degree. Why to keep the interview?
Thank you so much, Laksh. I would request Tushar to put his question. I would like to invite Tushar to put forth his question now.
Ma'am, I have a question for her. That if you are an audible person and you are going for a job appointment for a very high post like chief executive officer or chief operating officer, then would they hire you only on the basis of your skill? And if they hire you, then your success rate will be same as that of a degree acquired person.
Yes.
Would they hire you?
Yeah. In one word, I would say yes. But now let me explain you why I'm saying that.
I'm asking for a very, very high post like
Yes.
chief executive officers and chief operating officers.
Yeah, if you want to be a CEO, then you can also be, but you have the appropriate skill required. No. So now listen that if, for example, if you want to get a job of any higher post in any leading companies like Google, Netflix, Tesla, IBM, Apple, so they do not ask you for a degree. Now they have changed their mindset that if you have the skill and if you can prove them that you have that appropriate skill for their company, then they will hire you. And I would also like to add that in fact nearly half of the Apple's US workforce includes people without 4-year degree. So that means most of them do not have a certified degree in their field, but though they are working in Apple.
Sorry.
Yes.
They are at the lower post.
Yes.
The highest post is acquired still by a degree person.
No. Let me give you an example.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not asking
listen,
for the owners. They have started the company.
No.
I was talking about the chief operating officers and
No. I get it, but try to listen now. You will get your time. Let me speak. So, for example, if we take the example of hackers, nowadays every reputed company hire their hackers to protect their data frame and databases. So as you are aware that the salary of them are as very higher, maybe of equivalent to the HRs. No. So for that, if you want to be a hacker, then you don't need to prove them that I have a degree from IBM. But what is more important that they will see is that if you can prove them you have the skill that you will protect their databases, then you are hired. And I can guarantee you, if that you have that skill, then no one is going to remove you from that job.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Till now in India, hackers are hired on the basis of their degree. You can Google it or you can search
kindly
it.
No. Yes.
Till now, hackers are identified on the basis of their degree. Like there are many degrees for hackers, and actually I've asked for a higher post. I'm not asking for a illegal profession. I'm asking for a higher post.
What is illegal? You say illegal.
I'm not talking about ethical hacking, I know, but the
Yeah.
hackers which are telling us, they are first doing illegal things and they are proving.
No. First thing, there are two types of hackers:
Yeah, I know
black
that.
hackers
They
and
are
white
ethical
hackers.
hackers and hackers. Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
ethical hackers require a degree in today's
No.
India
No.
also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Listen now. Listen.
Yes.
No. Please
Okay,
don't shout, please.
okay,
I'm listening.
okay. Now, last minute is left. Please wrap it up.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
So
can
I
I
would
also
like to
answer the first question?
tell
Please.
Angur, please let me complete. Then you will, please. Yes. So let me explain you, and please don't restrict yourself in India itself. The globe is very big. There are many things that are wrong in India. So don't compare it with the globe. Okay. So as for your information, Apple and what we say, IBM, Tesla, they organize a competition in which if a person can hack their system or what we say, a demo system, so they are hired. So then they don't require your skill. They will say you are hired. No need. If you are capable
Sorry.
of doing these things,
Sorry.
then yes.
Russia has the highest hacking force in the world now, and
Yes.
all their
Yeah.
hackers have a degree. They are hired on the basis of degree, and they have to prove their degree
Yeah.
there. They are not.
Yes.
Russia has the highest hackers force in the world now, if you know.
Yeah. I know, but let you know that what is the situation is they hired them, then they trained them. For example, of IBM, so they hired them in the initial phase, but then they get a degree from their institute itself, so that they can improve in their skills.
All right. Thank you so much, children. It was real enlightening experience to have you all speaking on this topic. And my best wishes, may the best team win. You have done enough of it. You presented yourself very nicely.